Hello, welcome to Mystic Moons. So many things are happening all over the world. So many things are happening in the United States, where I'm broadcasting from. Trump is in the news like our president, Donald J. Trump, is in the news on a daily basis. One thing one day, another thing another day, often the same subject, but flip, flop, flip, flop. And his latest reversal concerns Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's gotten on his poop list, his shit list lately. She used to be an ardent supporter of Donald J. Trump. Not today. Not today's MTG, as she's often referred to, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Lately, she has made a complete break with Donald J. Trump. First in Trump's mind, that she dare have a different opinion. Then, of course, American people have been hearing a lot of things from their leaders recently, that uh, that we must bomb Venezuela. We must are doing drugs, even though no one's been brought to trial yet. Well, we just, smack people. We see them in little boats and we just we have intel and boom, 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 boom. And so what? They're only Latin Americans, South Americans. They're not Americans. Now, this cavalier attitude goes on to other bits of our foreign policy. And of course, remind everyone in the world, in the United States, that we have like war in Gaza, war in Ukraine, war in Syria, Nigeria. We're contemplating, if not, we're already doing Sudan. Help me out here. How many more? Venezuela, Colombia, Mexico. The list makes your head itch, makes you scratch because you don't know who's next. And then we have a war we have the tariff wars. We have so many different deployments. We have Marines in our cities rounding up illegal newcomers. Not sex traffickers per se. I mean, they're everywhere. They're everywhere, but mainly we're concentrating on getting the docile ones, and making a whole big thing about it. And of course, the whole thing comes down to this. Foreigners are getting American jobs, even though our president has said that us Americans are too stupid to go from unemployment lines to tech jobs. Even though 80% of HB1 foreign workers that are issued in this country from other countries, issued in the United States from other countries, are basically for entry and mid-tier level positions. But of course, we, as our president has said in so many words, we're too stupid. Americans are too stupid. And then the Epstein trials, but it's all of these things that have led MGT, Marjorie Taylor Greene, to go adios, senor. Adios. Adios. Goodbye. I cannot, in good faith, serve you anymore. And not only that's a big deal because she's representing the Epstein victims. The Epstein victims deserve to have recourse, deserve to have an avenue. Now we all know that Jeffrey Epstein was more than a sex trafficker. We all know that. Sex was just the cherry on top of the sundae. It was just the afterthought or the thread that bound everything together, that they couldn't be broken. He was like the dental floss. The sex was like the dental floss, to put it, not to put women's lives so trivially together, and the actions of the predators that took advantage of them. No, what I'm saying, Jeffrey Epstein was involved in money. He was a financier, very discreet money laundering. arms dealing. He was a little nobody who knew. There's no record of his academic or genius, publicly anyway. Publicly. And he had positions that you require quite a lot of clout, quite a lot of credentials to even get interviewed for. But he secured those jobs. And the friendships. He knew everybody, everybody, everybody. Now, you just don't get those things. He could say he was lucky, Jeffrey Epstein was lucky, but it's more than that. And that's what in this job apocalypse that the United States has been going through since COVID and just escalating further and further and faster and faster and faster with the trimmings, the ornaments of artificial intelligence and robots, putting more nails in our personal job coffins. It's an issue. It's an issue. Because the thing is, we've just won handouts. We don't want to work. Where are the jobs? Where are the jobs? We're in trouble. The United States is in trouble. Prices are, as we all know, prices have increased. Marjorie Taylor Greene is working she does not, she's made it clear, she does not serve a master except a human master. She serves Jesus. She does not serve Donald J. Trump. She serves the people that she was elected to. In other words, too, not only is she representing the victims of what happened, the victims, she's there saying, right now we are in a spiritual decline, plus financially, plus economics. Our economics suck. The point is, women for too long, there's no women's liberation, there's no feminism as long as objectification and exploitation exists to the extent of you're not important. And we do know that if you don't have the right do, re, mi, the right cash, you're not important. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is fighting, trying to get some kind of equilibrium, some sort of justice, balance for why we are in decline and how to lift us out of this. We don't get lifted from a situation if we remain in ignorance, do we? It happened. That excuse, we're going to move on. Move on only lays the basis for continual action. The perpetrators never feel the wrath of their bad deeds. They never feel anything. I got over, ha ha, ha ha. And that's what Marjorie Taylor Greene is fighting over. The MAGA movement, MAGA, which I've long since said is a very strange term. Very strange term. Because in the Church of Satan, the highest level is for the feminine, MAGA, and the masculine, if it's a person in a male, a biological male, equipped, blah, blah, is called Magas. So, but MAGA movement, all right, you get what I'm drift. You know where I'm going with this. Anyway, she said she no longer is a part of this movement. And she's been called names by Trump, calling her Marjorie Taylor Brown, meaning like the grass is green, but now it's gotten decayed and it's turned brown. Or he calls her Marjorie Taylor Greene because she wants to get at the issues. Now, that's been a sore spot. We're going to read the people. He was elected to serve the people. And everybody was like, let's find out. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do that. What do we get? We get silence. Does he go after Fauci? No. Does he have a pen name for him? No, nothing. But Marjorie Taylor Greene, he has names for. And there's other things too. So you have the MAGA movement. Two groups now. You have Trump, RFK Jr. You have Tulsi. You have Kosh. You have Bondi, stuff like that. On the other side, you have you have Marjorie Taylor Greene, you have Tucker Carlson, you have Candace Owens, you have Massey, you have a bunch of people that are being portrayed as being crackpots, but they make a point. Where are the jobs for Americans? Americans are not stupid. We are not stupid. We want work. We want America first. And she has organized this new party, a new section, America first, America only. Now, that too has its good side and bad side, because no country can be by itself. True. However, your first duty, since you represent the people of a country, is to see that your countrymen, and your countrywomen are in a position of strength, not weakness. And they don't need name calling, saying was too stupid to do technical jobs. And of course, they tell you you don't need to go to college, just learn a trade. Yuck, 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 yuck. As their children, their spawn, do not just learn a trade. They find themselves every single bit of intel they get their hands on, they learn, they learn, they learn. And even too, Marjorie Taylor Greene is now scared. She's been getting death threats. Now we're going to do a reading with this bit of intel that we've been going through. You know, she wants to see the end of foreign wars. She wants to see the support for America first, not Israel, not Ukraine, not business. She doesn't want any other country to get in the way of Americans getting where they should be. Right? So let's see now. Marjorie Taylor Greene, is her life in danger? Because Trump is like saying she's crazy. She's crazy. She's an idiot. All she does is complain. She's ruining my scene. She's ruining my scene. All right. So let's see now. Is her life? Is she going to become like it's even been said that Charlie Kirk told Trump not to get involved in the Middle East. Not to get involved in the Middle East. And he was steering his group of people away from the Middle East. And then what happened to him? He got wiped out. Wiped out. And that is another reading of that. But Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's stepping up to the podium for a woman. Of course, Michelle Obama said, oh, the United States isn't ready for a woman president. Listen, a woman who, Michelle, you've gotten rich. Enjoy yourself. Don't go around preaching what we are ready or not ready for. You're living a different type of reality. You're not out there working. Of course, you had nice jobs before, but not now. What happened before, pre-COVID, is different than what's happening now. All right, I took a few cards out. So let's start this read. Is Marjorie Taylor Greene life in danger? Egged on by Trump's name calling, saying she complains, she's this, she's that. All right. So we have the Five of Cups first. We have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups. And this is the portrayal of like Marjorie Taylor Greene. Now she's like, she has to get extra security team. She's been warned that people want to actually kill her because she doesn't want to go along with the formula. She's like being a symbol. Now forget about the fact that you go to the store, you can't afford anything. Box of noodles, $5. I mean, you know what the prices are. It's hard. It's hard to go shopping. And you're being told that constantly, get a job, get a job, get a job. Yeah. Get a job. Where are the jobs? That's what Marjorie Taylor Greene is saying. Where are the jobs? And then we have the Three of Cups. Interesting, isn't it? The Three of Cups. Now, the Three of Cups, what could that possibly be? Could be this be an affirmation that her life is in danger, egged on by, fueled by Trump's comments towards her about her? He's not doing it because he's just blowing off the steam, because he can blow off the steam with his office wives, right? He doesn't have to get on the airwaves and say, you suck. He doesn't have to. But he knows in his opinion, I'm withdrawing my support. Now, we all wanted Trump to do certain things. President Trump. Has he fulfilled them? No. No. And then we're going to find out later why he has not fulfilled them. Maybe his life is in danger unless he goes and says and acts a certain way. That's also a possibility. But right now we're like, is he passing the buck of this endangerment, entrapment, scary Spygate stuff to the burden of it to Marjorie Taylor Greene? And here we have the Ace of Cups. A lot of cups, don't we? All emotions, all liquid action. We have a lot of fluidness here. A lot of like, what side are you on? Now, people aren't going to forget about Epstein because there's too much mystery. It's Agatha Christie in reality on steroids. It's so many things. It's all these old movies that people watch on cable and still going on and on and on. And there's too many things that you don't need to know. Population, masses, people. We don't need to know. We don't need to know about this. We don't need to know about that. State secret. Well, we're strong in knowledge, not strong in ignorance, aren't we? Then just say. I mean, we all know certain things. And so much more we don't know. And is that helping our country? Ignorance, state secrets. I mean, we used to joke before, we had a huge hole in the country before Trump was reelected, Joe Biden. A huge hole. We didn't feel, we couldn't see, we were bumbling. We had word problems, we had information, we had confusion. And we thought, we know we need clarity. United States people need clarity. And we assumed, we listened to the words, we were going to get it. Have we gotten it? No, we get more fog, more chaos, more, I don't need to know. You don't need to, there's nothing to see. We get nothing. We're getting nothing when we want something to hold on to. More than chaos and fear, because we have a life to live. However shabby we are told it should be. Next card we pulled. The Wait card, Four of Swords. Four of Swords, awaiting. Maybe this is all a wait and see. Yeah, what else? A death threat is like a death threat. How long can you wait when somebody says, I'm going to kill you for messing up my scene? I'm going to punch you. I'm going to fight you. Have you ever had a lunatic on your case who said, I'm going to fuck you up? Excuse my language. I'm going to F you up. I'm going to beat your blah, blah, blah. Huh? Have you ever had that? There are crazy people out there. People high on drugs. People with no sense of morality. No sense of like, we live in a communities. It's all me, me, myself, and I. I hate that phrase, by the way, because it's too backwards. It's too stupid. So we have a wait card. Next card we pull. Two wait cards. Wow, look at that. Two wait cards. This hangman is out there. The threats, you got to be alone without your security team. It's almost as though somebody's just waiting, an assassin. Somebody is waiting to see how much pull, how much strength, how much percentage of opinion she garnets. Or Marjorie Taylor Greene does not want business as usual. She does not want. She wants some action, and she's not going to get it in the way that she needs it. And she feels that. She's gone too far. She's gone too far. But they're just waiting and planning. And also to see who's going to say that she's not an idiot. Just because if you're in this country, do you become an idiot? The heavens are asking. Do you become an idiot in a society of which you cannot express the way you feel, the way you should feel, the moral obligations? Especially when you made promises. We have 2 weight cards. And this one is staunch in the belief that we are not doing America first. How long are we going to wait? 4 months? 4 years? 4 days? And this one seems to be tied to the 5 of Cups. Now, right now, you're barking like dogs. Bark, bark. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is not a saint, per se. However, she's speaking certain truths. And it's reminded that she came into D.C., when in 2021, she declared her wealth as being $700,000. Now, 4 years later, she has her wealth now at $25 million. Do you and I see something we're in the wrong business? or something. I'm so thirsty for some opinions, for a direction. Now, first of all, people, American people, world community people, you do not need a big daddy or a big mama to tell you when to eat and how to eat and what time. We do not need parents. We need representatives. Just like Michelle Obama said, America's not ready. Oh, please, Michelle, just enjoy your retirement. Enjoy your retirement. We need to have clarity. We need to be feeling as though we're not stupid, we're not idiots, we're not wasting our time because we question. We're not theories, or what do you call it? Conspiracy. I hate that phrase. Theorists, comrades, whatever the word is. We're not. We have questions. Questions are the beginning of intellect and the showing and sharing of opinions. Opinions give birth to direction. Not just shut up, you cranky old blah, 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 or calling people names. You fruitcakes. Complaining. There's so many things wrong. Or greatest economy in the world. This is comments of people that don't do their own shopping. They don't do their own cleaning. They don't have to worry if something is $10 or $100 or $1,000. While the masses, the population, were getting put into cages. Cages of thought. Thank you for the likes. Cages of like, oh, you must think this way. So is her life in danger? Yeah. Somebody seems to be waiting. There's 2 weight cards. We have the Ace of Cups, we have the Three of Cups, and we have the Five of Cups, all in motion. In motion. She feels that now that she's called it out, she bought herself some time. Marjorie Taylor Greene. She says, Trump is after he's after me. He's after me. I'm going to let everybody know about it. She's the big mouth. That's true. But she's the representative. But she's got the word that somebody wants to put a hit on her. Watch her back. She has a security team to watch her back. And will Trump back off? Not likely. Not likely. Because what she's asking for is take care of Philadelphia, take care of Boston, take care of LA, take care of Miami, take care of American cities, American people, not just by putting military and roughhousing everybody. No. Where are the jobs? Where's the job program? That's what she wants. Where is the people in her district? Where is the jobs? Have you even noticed that when your garbage is picked up, that they a garbage truck along and a huge metal robot comes out from the truck that's picking up the garbage and opens up the can and picks it up and empties it, while two humans at this day stay in the truck's cabin. They don't even get out. The robot, on the mechanical robot, it isn't one of those humanoid ones with a little hi-yo face. No, it isn't that. It's just pure functionality. Pure functionality. Now, back in the day, they had men who would pick up the garbage cans and throw them in back and forth and stop, and like pick up and toss. Not anymore. Not anymore. So, and notice too, when you go to the supermarket, when they unload and load goods, they got those mechanical arms, huge mechanical arms. They push a few buttons and it does it. Now, how long will it be before there's self-driving trucks with a robot doing the hard lifting, the heavy lifting? We already know you go to a supermarket, you have cashiers, and you also have something else. Persons that are not operating, cashiers, exchange of goods and money. Right? Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. And who is supporting that? Who and what's supposed to happen to the workers? And don't think about besides all this, automation, think about how much electricity these robots and data centers are taking. This is what Marjorie Taylor Greene is saying when President Trump says on Fox News that we're too stupid to do jobs that require thinking. Thinking. We're too weak to pick up garbage cans and we're too stupid to press buttons. That is what, and of course, according to others, will never accept this and that. It's all old people telling things. That's not very inspiring, is it? It's not very psychic. It's not very interdimensional. It's on a ticket to the bottom. It's not a good thing. So we definitely need things. We must pay attention to things. Marjorie Taylor Greene is watching her back and she's speaking woman to the world. Hey, I don't have a daddy, but this is what I see and this is what the people want me to do. And it's not just Epstein's files. It's everything. Foreign wars, tariffs, the expense of tariffs. Notice the governor of Texas told any Americans, New Yorkers, New York City people, if they left New York City because of the socialist Mondani being elected, he was going to tariff them. He didn't say tax, he said tariff. Remember those word usage. he was going to tariff them. You get the idea of the wordplay we're going in through. And every single thing is we are, as a population, too dumb. And we're known, internationally as being stupid, dumb. Americans are not known for their brains. And then we even have our leaders saying, we're too stupid. Now, Marjorie Taylor Greene is going, no. Let's get some intel. Let's find out X, Y, and Z, and let's make ourselves something more. That's what America First, America Only is all about. And, I've never been a particularly one way or the other about her. I never thought about her, but she's speaking something that speaks to a core of something that we should pay attention to, because we're not getting anywhere on our present course. Just a lot of talk. I'm going to leave this. I've spoken enough about it. There's other issues, but we're going to hit them because politically, we're in trouble. Socially, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. The United States is in trouble. We're not the greatest. Economy, it's not my idea of great. If you're so rich, and also the blood, killing people, war and wars. War isn't just, an ideologue's state of mind, communism, socialism, democracy. No, war is murder. War is killing people. War is organ harvesting. War is sexually abusing people. War is confiscating too many things. Stripping humanity. War is barbaric. War is demonic. Not even talking about what is in space. Not even talking about nothing. Stupid. That's what we have to have. No more of this. All right. If you have any comments, please add. Thank you for listening. And until the next time. Bye-bye.